mandated from the courts, from the City of Atlanta courts, into the program for 6 months. And if they did a really good job, after 3 months, we could put them on probation and transfer them to halfway houses and other places to continue the rehabilitation. Prostitution is merely a symptom of what's going on with our population that we serve. It's merely a symptom. Substance abuse, incest, child abuse, domestic violence are all those things that contribute to the population that we serve. We can't just banish them and make them go away like they're not there. They need treatment. And for some people that have been on the street and gone in and out of the jail 30, 40, 50 times, they need arrests where they can actually stay in a jail, work with cognitive behavioral therapy for all you therapists and people that work with that in here. Holistic approach, spirituality, cognitive behavioral therapy, music therapy. We did that. It was the best practice at the City of Atlanta jail for many, many years. We had several women, several hundred women go through the program. The last recidivism check that we did through the NCIC showed that close to 70% of our women had not recidivated. Is that correct? Recidivated. This was the best practice for the City of Atlanta. I can tell you now, we have women that led programs here in the city and went on to become regional managers of programs in the city. We have women with master's degrees. We have women who serve in social services alongside of you. It was a best practice. I heard on the radio this morning that, what's the name of the college? Refused $10 million? Morris Brown refused $10 million because it wasn't enough to pay off their debts from the City of Atlanta. Reinstate the Women for Women program. Give some money to all of the people that are sitting here. We can use it. It worked. It was a best practice of the City of Atlanta, however, the funding ended. So I'm going to turn it over to Chief Jones right here.
Actually, I asked Ms. Rahsouliyan to come. My name is Diane Jones, and I'm the Assistant Chief with Atlanta Corrections. And I actually work on the jail side of it, of course. I asked Ms. Rahsouliyan to come because she was intricately involved with the program. And I, too, feel passionate about our success and the success of the program. There are lots of different programs I know that are out there, but for those that were being sentenced in the jail, we found that to be a very, very good program, and it was very successful. So I agree with Deb. If a person is being sentenced in jail and they're given the option to participate in a program and they choose that program worked for them, and that was Women for Women. So these people were not just mandated to the program, it was an option. They could serve the time or they could be a part of the program. Okay. No, well, I'm finished with it. Any questions?
Could you tell me what your annual funding was, when it ended, and how many women you were serving on an annual basis?
I wasn't involved in the funding, I was involved in treatment. There were 2 block grants and there was a federal grant from what I remember. That lasted about 3.5, 4 years. No, the first 5 years, the program was paid by inmate commissary and telephone funds. So the jail actually paid for the program, am I correct? Yeah, through commissary funds. If the inmates bought something, the revenue from that, the excess revenue went into the program. We not only had a women's program, we had a men's program also. But the women's program was bigger, and Fulton County even started mandating to our city of Atlanta. The next 5 years, there were 2 police block grants and 1 federal grant, and it was only supposed to last 3 years, but we squeezed the heck out of it, and it lasted almost 5 years.
Do you have any idea what the level of funding was that you were talking about?
I would say approximately about 900,000 for both programs.
900,000 over 5-year period or for a 10-year period?
I think it was a little more, yeah, it might have been a little more than 900,000 over a 5-year period.
Over a 5-year period.
Can you take a follow-up?
We can.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all right. That's all right. Any other questions from,
Hello.
You know, we say that this is prostitution years ago, that funding is the problem, and we don't see the city kind of money in the city. In trying to dedicate, trying to do something about prostitution. And because prostitution done began, a whole lot of other things. The only thing I know is that we got the person from the community really got to begin to look at these programs and see what those affect. Maybe that'll be one of our recommendations.
do you have a question?
I guess my question is, you believe that all the citizens and some kind of
For those that are multiply recidivistic, yes. Otherwise, they're coming in and out and in and out and in and out. And by the time we get them the last time, they're HIV positive, they've got severe mental health problems.
Yeah, Mr. Cannon.
Section of the area that I was asking about, that was results. And you talk about the citizens, moving wages, and we've got per 100 female cases. What was the success rate?
Looking back, I tried to find all the statistics I could, having left the city 3 years ago. We did statistics every 3 years to check recidivism of those that had graduated. The last one we did was 2009. We did not have an opportunity to do recidivism rates in 2010. And it was nearly a 70% non-recidivism rate. That included Fulton County as well as City of New York.
It's really interesting to know with what Mr. Rahsouliyan has just said. Over the course of 9 months, beginning in July of 2012 and going through to March of 2013, we had 522 arrests for INL. Of that number, 87.5% were rearrested. Kind of impactful to compare when the program was there and now that it's not. It's kind of scary.
Mr. Ransford, a question, or sorry, Mr. Ransford, a question, and then say this and then Pastor Hubbard, and then Jeff, and then I close it out.
No, it's not.
when we say treatment, we always think of substance abuse, and not all women and individuals who are engaged in prostitution have a history of substance abuse. Not all, and I would say a large number, probably more than 80%, but not all of them. So when we say treatment, are we talking about counseling? What are we really talking about when we say the treatment? Because I heard it used several times in terms of treatment. So you didn't have this history of substance abuse, what was the treatment? And I feel like there's this, that organization.
Okay, cognitive behavioral therapy, from 5:30 in the morning to 8:30 at night. Spirituality, music, journaling, AA, HIV and AIDS, outside community, constant pounding and changing of the thinking pattern in an environment where they can't run. And if they choose not to stay, then they go up to another floor and serve straight time. I heard some of your statistics there, but let me also tell you, having read statistics on voluntary versus involuntary treatment in prisons and jails, involuntary unbelievably superseded the success rate versus voluntary. And that's a lot of research that I've done. But we also
I can just ask you to circulate that, if so you have an opportunity to send that, we'll circulate it with the
I will have to just appreciate it.
Yes, and then I'm sorry, last one.
Yeah, Chris, I think it's mostly for you. I'm wondering if we could get some data on arrest rates while this program was operational as opposed to what they look at today. I mean, you've given us some great data over the last couple of years, but I would be interested to see if in fact we have best practice to make it work to reduce prostitution. Already here in the city of Atlanta, it's helps to do.
I appreciate your request. Let me table it and I'll check and see.
Yeah,
Always
just
challenged by
please,
systems, but what we can do, we will try to. And then I think Mr. Dean, since you're about to pop out of your chair, I think I'll let you have a
I really want this committee to read it through. I don't want to see us as people saying, being that, or that concern, create the environment for prostitution. I want us to really begin to deal with the issue, because I just believe that if we reduce the number of children that are on the streets today, encouraging prostitution, I believe we get the same treatment that women get in our jail and fines. We reduce the number, and every time, I don't know what the city is spending enough money in creating situation where we arrest or join in prostitution. If you look at all the things we heard in this community that we have, it's almost 2 to 1 to 3 to 1. The number, maybe 10 to 1, the number of prostitutes that arrest the person.
Mr. Dean, I'm sorry, unless there's a question, I don't want us to move on, and I will point out that some of the breakouts,
I just
gender deals.
want to arrest.
Yeah, I have one more thing, and just to say that we can provide this for you. Our program was referenced in books that are used in school now, and we do have that data. Of course, we have that hanging on the wall. So that's something